So are you, because you said, I guess now I didn't know that before, that you saw the true grit and trapping as a way to get to the long line. So that is the next thing for you.
Bro, now it's like there's so many different dreams that I have. So right now, my ultimate goal, like if I was to say all money, all businesses aside, what is my desire to say, like somebody, hey, you can create whatever you wanted, no matter the cost, whatever. What would you do? My dream would be to create a vocation training program. It would be called the Native Hawaiian Marine Development and Research Center, where we would create a program to take youth of Hawaii, not only Hawaiian, any youth in Hawaii who has interest in the maritime industry, in the fishing industry, to have some kind of foot in the door. Yeah? Because right now we have a lot of land-based projects, right? Like you come through, you learn how to work the aina, you get certified, then maybe you get one little plot, and then you build your way that way.
Yeah.
So if we had something in the fishing realm, because not everybody likes to work hard. I love working hard, you know what I mean? Like fishing is hard and it makes me feel good, so I like doing it. But not everybody gonna be like that. But there's also fishmongers, people who buy fish and sell fish. There's people who cut fish, you know. In the industry, there's CDL drivers, people who deliver the cargo, you know what I mean? There's so many different opportunities within this industry where I feel like we could facilitate and help our keiki stay home here in Hawaii.
Have jobs, much like paddlers in Tahiti might experience.
Exactly.
You can stay home. You can build here.
Yeah, this is not to talk bad about anybody, but like when you have people like the Polynesian Voyaging Society, right? World renowned for the work that they do, right? So they go and they teach our keiki how to navigate by the stars, currents, winds, which is priceless knowledge, right? But after they finish these programs and they're recognized as being able to do this, most of them have to go find a job at Walmart or go to this nonprofit. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like we're not wasting these resources, but we're using these resources and setting them up for failure in that industry, right? It's like, how many people is going to be able to go and get a job navigating with the stars? I think there's like 5 of them in the whole world. You know what I mean? Like Uncle Nainoa is one of them.
Yeah.
And that's fine. You know, like that's their program. That's how they run their thing.
I see what you mean.
But for me, if I was to create this thing, my end goal is making sure that they have vocation after they're done, they have a career, and they have the guidance they need, the mentorship. Because it's one thing, you know, a lot of our keikis go to school, get the education, come out, but there's that mentorship that's lost in between where like you could save them 10, 15, 20 years of mistakes just by not even giving them the answer, just guiding them, you know what I mean? Like,
and being present. Having a place to go to access, right?
Like, I don't know how many times I'm out there wishing I could call my captain, my mentors who have gone before me, you know, like, hey, what do I do now? But they're no longer here.
So in this, you wave a magic wand, you get what you want, resources unlimited. It's to create. That's one way of measuring, I guess you could say, success or happiness in a place is like, what does or in a field, for example, this industry is like, can you make a living? Like a unit of one for Hawaii is like what? I think, what is it, 120? Oh, right. Like a two-parent household, 100, let's say 120,000, don't quote me, but like, let's say in a household of 2 adults, maybe get some kids too, you got a unit of one is what it takes to live like the median lifestyle, 120K a year. So this vocation that you create and I come out of it, I know that I get like a 1.3 or 1.5. Exactly. This is a 1.5 scale. Yeah, I'm gonna do it because I can make what I need for my family plus a little wiggle room. That's a good job, like an engineer, doctor, or like nurse. Like
exactly.
Maybe a nurse or engineer is like a 2, 2.3. Right. You know what I mean? Like doctors like 4 or something. That scale, and it sounds like if I learned today how to navigate by the stars, currents, and winds, it's like a 0.01.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, that's the sad truth, that maybe what you're doing, creating that industry to then come out and use that skill, because it is a skill.
Yeah.
And if now it's not economically motivated, it could die. It could die with that generation, like you're saying, of all like the current long line captains in 50s going into 60s. Exactly. Like that's a wave that's not coming back unless there's another one building up. So if you did that, I feel like there's probably blueprints or something like blueprints in other places. Like you've been more than me in the Pacific Ocean. I've never been to Tahiti or Aotearoa. Have you seen examples in other places that you're like, that's going to be a part of this plan?
Yeah, man, there's a bunch. I mean, there's like the Westpac has been helping the people in Samoa. Like their longline fleet down there is 100% owned by the Samoans, yeah. And a lot of, I don't know the exact number, but a lot of them is wahine too, like owners. And
so they have different kind of, not so archaic like us.
Exactly. It's like, let's just make it work, whatever it takes, right? And our wahine, you know, bro, we can't do what we do without them.
Without them holding it down.
Exactly. So now we use that same strength, but put it into business or put it into managing, you know what I mean? Like some things that wahine are just naturally better at, like organization, guarantee. You know what I mean? Like
doing more than one thing.
Exactly. It's like they're just naturally, that's their gifts, right? Yeah. So why not let them use it and make it part of the team? You know what is funny is everybody always looks to us. They look to America, they look to Hawaii because we set the standard, right? Because, well, we're the standard. We are America. We're supposed to be the ones leading the way, you know what I mean? Making sure we on the moral right ground, which is not so much nowadays, but that's how the world used to view us. And especially in like business, they still looking at us like, oh, these are the people that do it the best, right?
So a captain, I take a captain from Hawaii over a captain from Samoa.
Oh, any day.
But let's say you got the same exact boat, rig, setup, bait, whatever, same setup, but different captains. You still going with the?
I'm still going with our captains, guaranteed.
Okay, captains and it kind of defined for us like land people like myself. You know what I mean? Like I never spent more than 2 days on a boat, one night. Yeah. What is a captain's role in a long line fleet? What is a captain's role?
Basically, once you leave the dock, the captain is in charge of everything, bro. Every life on that boat is in your hand. So it's not like when the guys are, clock out. It's like when you're not fishing, you're still in charge of these guys. You know what I mean? Like you're in charge of this vessel. You're in charge of the engine, making sure that you get back home. Like there's nothing that the captain is not 100% in charge of or responsible for. Like, you know what I mean? Like anything happened, the crew could go kill somebody on another crew. Still the captain's fault. You know what I mean? Like, because you should have seen these things ahead of time unfolding. You know what I mean? And, it's like
basically all the responsibility.
Everything.
That weight is on captain's shoulders.
On captain's shoulders.
And that, at least in Hawaii, has never been on a woman's shoulders.
No.
Even though I feel like they're the best protectors of life.
Exactly.
Especially when it comes to dudes versus women. But that's normal, let's say, over there in Samoa.
Yeah.
What about New Zealand?
I'm not quite sure. I'm not like too...
Or like Philippines. You've been like Southeast Asia. Like
I haven't been there, but I do know like talking with some of the crew is like...
Because get plenty Filipino crew.
Oh, yeah. Plenty Filipino crew. And, they still live like the old style. Like the wahine still have their kuleana, right? And the biggest one is the home, mother, becoming,
Mm-hmm.
So down there is very like the men do most of the work, but the women is always working, right? Farming, taking care of the livestock, whatever. Like some of my friends, they've been on these long line boats almost 20 years. They go home for a month, 2 months, come back. But you see their house, and I said in my house, you know what I mean? Like they get their farm set up. Some of them have a restaurant set up back home in the Philippines. You know what I mean? Like they come here and they work their ass off so that they can take care of their family back there. And then some of them just fall in love with it and they just want to keep doing it, right?
Because their family's balling.
Exactly. And they just keep building and keep building, you know? So
Hey, I mean, a lot of that, the life hacks that immigrants figure out and continue and grow, that is real powerful stuff. And we have so many examples of that in Hawaii